Hello, Taurus. This is your love and relationship reading for November 2018. Give me just a few more seconds while I shuffle the cards. The first card is a Two of Wands. I have a Nine of Pentacles. This is a Knight of Swords. I have Temperance. Three of Cups, and I believe this showed up in the middle for Pisces as well. Interesting. I have a Five of Cups. So lots of Cups energy because Temperance, it has these two cups here. This is about emotional balance and healing, renewed hope. So you might be having a watery month. And that's good because you're Earth, and Earth does need to be nourished by water. I have the Tower. I have a Queen of Pentacles. This is good. And then I have a King of Pentacles. Now, I will pull one more card, a 10th card, after the main reading. But I'm kind of struck by the help you're getting from these pentacles. You have a Nine of Pentacles here, and then you get this Queen of Pentacles, which is associated with Capricorn, and then you get a King of Pentacles, which is actually associated with Taurus. So that's a good thing. And I like it when the significators for a particular sign show up. And you do have the Tower here, so I'm looking at your future here. Definitely cleaning house. That was the first impression I had. So yeah, it's interesting how all of this plays out with the water, and then here in your future, your energy comes back, your earth energy, your solid, grounded energy, where you come to your senses and you're like, okay, enough emotions here, enough of this watery energy. You've nourished yourself, and now you're sort of like, okay, time to start handling things in my life. It's time to take the bull by the horns, pun intended, okay, for Taurus. Taking the bull by the horns, I like that. So let's look at your major arcana. And it's strategic. You don't have a lot, actually. The only major arcana cards you have are Temperance. As I said, Temperance is a healing card, and it's about emotional balance and just getting your just being optimistic, okay? And that's always a good thing, okay? It's always good when you can emotionally heal and you kind of feel that you're strong enough to handle certain situations. It's about having restraint and tact. So in a way, yes, Temperance has a lot of water, but there's also a lot of grounding, because you'll also notice that the cherub is standing. She's got one foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth. So there's a little bit of earth energy here with the water. You've got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth. And so there's a balance here between your head and your heart. And that helps you balance your emotions. You don't go too far as overreacting or being dramatic. You're able to pull back, Taurus, and say, okay, hold on a minute. Let's just think this through before we just totally lose it. So that's a good thing to have. Now, looking at this past energy, what's going to be influencing November? Well, you do have some fire here. You've got that 2 of Wands, followed by a 9 of Pentacles, followed by a Knight of Swords. And this could be a person of interest. This could represent your love interest or partner. Doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be swords or an air sign, but it does indicate, I kind of picked up on maybe the energy of your partner. Now, a Knight of Swords, this is a card about courage, having no fear, charging right through. Sometimes because the swords represent air, which represents thinking and discerning and judgment and truth, I kind of feel that because this Knight of Swords is moving towards this Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is about happiness and contentment. It's about, in the material world, this is a card about prosperity. In a relationship energy reading, because this Nine of Pentacles follows the 2 of Wands, this is about successful partnerships. But keep in mind, this is not, it's about a potential successful partnership. It's also the card of partial completion, meaning you've got hopes that this partnership will work out. And so that's what's bringing us to this 9 of Pentacles. Prosperity and joy, going out, having fun together. And you're feeling good about the prospects of the relationship. And so you do have this partner or love interest bringing the energy of the Knight of Swords. And I kind of feel like this is not anything to be intimidated by. It simply means that the energy towards your partner is great interest. For some of you, this could be a new relationship. And it could mean a partner taking interest in you or thinking about you. So I'm getting a sense of a hopeful beginning. But then once again, in this middle row, the past influences on November, yes, lots of hope, especially with Temperance and 3 of Cups. But then there's a little bit of emotional regret. And I feel like, once again, that's more about you. That all of this water is about you overcoming your fears. Okay, especially with this 5 of Cups. Letting go of the past. Some of you Tauruses might still be thinking about a previous partner. This could actually be someone new who's showing interest in some of your situations for some of you Tauruses. Not all, but some. And I feel like emotionally you're just trying to, this could really be something special. But I feel like with this 5 of Cups, with all this optimism, I feel like this 5 of Cups is coming up because some of you still have emotional reservations. You're still thinking things through. Note how you have those 3 cups spilled and 2 cups remaining. Those 2 cups, remember the 2 of Cups, emotional commitment, love, a serious relationship or even marriage. I feel like some of you might still be thinking about what was lost in the past. Are you ready to really let go and move on? Because sometimes that happens when we get that potential new partnership or when we're trying to move on. Sometimes when we get to that moment where we're like, okay, time to let go of the past, time to let go of the ex-partner and just move forward, yeah, could be a little bit of regret here. In other situations, this Five of Cups could mean some of you are scared. This is usually the card of sorrows, apologies. I wish I hadn't done that. So don't let that pull you back. When we go into the future, when we get the Tower, once again, that Tower is full of surprising changes. And it could be that in the future, as you head out of November into December, definitely I'm feeling the middle of December. Yes, a big revelation or truth about your partner or love interest that you're going to discover or realize. And so when we get here, yes, you have Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the King of Pentacles. I feel like these pentacles are coming along because some of you Tauruses, you let yourself emotionally go out on the ledge a little bit about this new person, but also the person in the past. But you're kind of getting grounded again. You're trying to find that emotional balance. And I just think, once again, if you remember my pun from early on in the reading, I feel like this is more about some of you saying, okay, I'm going to go for it. Okay, taking the bull by the horns. So I kind of feel like this is actually pretty optimistic. And it also tells me some of your energy, Taurus people, about you. Like when you fall in love, you don't like letting your emotions get out of control, especially because you don't like the BS. You don't like people who are deceiving you. And so part of this, I kind of feel for the month of November, is you Tauruses, like, is this person on the up and up? Can I trust this person? And so I feel like you're going to get to that point to where you're going to figure out, yeah, I can trust this person, I cannot trust this person. So I'm going to pull the outcome card to see how all of this plays out. Ooh, nice. 10 of Cups. You will get there. Trust your instincts, Taurus people. I feel that some of you are going to really find yourself in a wonderful emotional space by the end of the year. And some of you for the entire year, and I will be working on year-end readings, by the way. Some of you have probably been going through a lot of turmoil this year. And so this is the oracle saying, hey, you're going to get to that good place again. You're going to feel like you can fall in love again and really open up and be with someone. And I kind of feel that there's going to be a lot of special moments for you Taurus people in the relationships. You're going to be feeling really fulfilled here. Okay? So that was your reading. And just a heads up, my special for the rest of the year is $10 for my relationship energy readings. This is my most popular reading, and it basically breaks down how your partner might feel about you, how the future is playing out in a relationship, what is the energy between you two. So if you go to tarotbyaire.com and check it out, book an appointment, especially if you haven't gotten a reading from me yet and you're kind of like, oh, okay, let me see. So it's really inexpensive. It's a great reading, so you might want to check it out. Thank you to everyone who supports me, who subscribes, who gets readings, who are my sponsors on Patreon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as always, I wish you love and light, and I will see you next month.